First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On the set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What we got?
On first down, Bishop. James has got it. Complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Let's go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Bishop. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right, T. Let's. All right, T.
From the gun, Bishop. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready. D6. Pittsburgh. D6. Hey, get in the right one. Kill. Watch twist.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily.
Oh, Prescott stripped. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Too little, Captain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop, he's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
90 is the mic. Hey, check.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Tight end right. We got 4.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
To throw on 2nd down, Bishop gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Toss play, Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Go. Go.
On 4th down, Bishop. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
I'm coming after you. Check 99. Check 99. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go,
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nice footwork at the 25. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, 47. 90 is a mic. I got one.
Prescott on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Bishop. And James has it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Off play action. Bishop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 14. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, Bishop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
39 yards there, a big one. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
90 is the mic. Watch the pass. 90 is the mic. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180.
3rd and long for Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Reset, cut right. I got one.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I'm going to run you over.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
It's just me and you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Yo.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now. Shut up.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, you're on an island over there.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down. Bishop going up top. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5. Seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 54. Ricky. Go. I got him. Look small. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. It's coming this way. Here we go.
The final shot before break. Bishop. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A second down throw for Prescott. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch, and it'll be third down.
Third down.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Mike 51. Hey, let's get this.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they complete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
90 is a Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Everybody go, kill. 90 is a Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
On second down, Prescott again. Looking deep for Elliott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
We got this.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from. Here we go. So we got man. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. They complete it to Hill. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Prescott now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Evades him at the 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go 47. 26.
Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
We're going to 53. Mike check 33. 33. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 53 yards. And the Saints, first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Set the tone, defense.
Off the play fake. Bishop. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 8-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott, and that is incomplete here. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run on first down. Elliott gets by him, and now a little daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Check. 54. Mike, 54.
In your face.
Right there. 54.
From the gun on third down. Bishop. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. On 1st and 10. Bishop. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
There you go. They're going to need some therapy after this. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Elliott on 1st down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll indeed take a knee.